Often when we're playing music, we're thinking about way too many things at once. Here's how you can bring minimalism into your playing to make yourself way more creative. So there's many ways to bring minimalism into music, and the first one is taking something physical away from your instrument. So for instance, if you're sitting at a drum set, maybe take away one of the two cymbals. Maybe take away the floor tom. Maybe take away both of the toms. Maybe even just play the snare drum and brushes and try to improvise a solo. So taking away some of these things kind of kickstarts your brain into thinking of new ways to do things. And I've found when I take away certain parts of my instrument, it kind of takes away the autopilot aspect of playing music. And this is a really great thing to practice, and even while you're performing, this is a great thing to do. So the second way is to try to declutter mentally what you're thinking about while you're improvising or soloing. So the first way you can do this is to create guidelines or limitations for yourself. So while you're improvising as an exercise, or sometimes even when you're performing, you can make small limits to what you can do, and it'll kind of eliminate this clutter that you have in your brain. For instance, maybe try to play a solo using only three notes that you choose. Maybe try to play a solo where you're never playing on beat one. There's tons of options you can do, and just think creatively, and the sky is basically the limit with this one. There's basically infinite small limitations like this you can give yourself while playing music, and it will definitely make you more creative and take you out of this autopilot state. So one thing that's widely talked about in minimalism is a thing called decision fatigue. When you have so many options, your brain starts to become fatigued with how many different options you have. So kind of a perfect example of this is if I think of sitting down at Neil Peart's drum set. He probably has like 100 drums, different electronics, probably like 50 or 60 cymbals, and you wouldn't even know what to hit if you first sat down there. That's exactly what decision fatigue is. If you think of adding something to your instrument that you haven't done before, maybe it's even just a guitar pedal, sometimes you don't know how to use these things, and your mind kind of goes into this state of like, oh, what should I do? How can I use this new thing? One way to limit this is simply taking away those physical aspects. So this is a great way to mentally declutter and incorporate minimalism into music. So guys, try to incorporate this idea of minimalism into your music and try to incorporate this into your life. This is a great way I've found so far in music to get out of that autopilot kind of state and to make your music more creative basically right away. Thanks so much again for watching, guys. If you're liking my videos, please click below and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, guys.